What's up guys, Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com. So in today's video, we're going to check out one of the best tools for creating custom textures inside of SketchUp. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. So finding accurate textures and materials to use inside of your SketchUp models as well as in your renderings can be a little bit frustrating. There are a number of different websites that allow different materials to be downloaded, but a lot of them can focus more on like worn materials, and they can just be kind of hit or miss in what you can actually find that's helpful from like an architectural standpoint. Now that being said, there is a tool out there that not only focuses on more like architectural materials, but also gives you the ability to edit and adjust those materials. So Architecture is an add-on for SketchUp, and actually it's a website for textures that has an add-on for SketchUp that allows you to really focus on more architectural product style materials. You can check out Architectures, I will link to it in the notes down below, but basically what it is it's a collection of different materials that also has an editor that you can use to adjust those materials. Now, one of the cool things about this is they actually are adding materials from real manufacturers in the real world, as well as having some other textures in here as well. So you can search by the maker. You can also sort by the category in order to find different materials. So let's say we were to go to concrete. This is going to show you different concrete materials. And if you click on them, you can actually edit those materials. Now, for those of us using SketchUp, which on this channel is pretty much everyone, usually I recommend doing this through the Architextures extension, which you can download from the extension warehouse. And as of right now, it's the first featured extension in the warehouse, but you can click on the install button in order to install this. So for today's example model, we're going to use the house by Sergey Lutek. And basically what we want to do is we want to download and bring in some different materials into this SketchUp model, and we want to kind of customize them. And so that's the cool thing about the Architectures tool is you can actually pop it up inside of SketchUp once you've installed that extension, and you can use it in order to create your own materials. So for example, let's say that we wanted to adjust the stone on the walls in here. So we're gonna look for maybe like a dry stone wall or stone rubble wall, something like that. So there's multiple different kinds of materials in here that you can apply to that wall. Let's go ahead and let's use the dry stone wall. Now, what we want to do is we're going to click on the option for import. And when we do this, that's going to import that as a texture image inside of SketchUp. And in this case, notice how it selects that, but you can also find that material now in your model. So if I scroll down, I can find that dry stone wall in here like this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this texture and I'm going to apply it to some of these walls in here. And so let's say I wanted to replace some pavers in here. What I can do is I can type in paver in the search bar, and there's going to be a number of different options that are in here. And in this case, let's say that we were going to go with these basalt propeller pavers. Now, notice with these that this is actually editable and adjustable inside of Architectures. So if I click on the option for edit, what this is going to do is this is going to pop up this editor inside of Architectures. And so one thing I do want to point out is you can access a lot of this for free. So some of the patterns, most of the materials, other things like that with the free version. However, there's a number of additional features that come along with the Pro version. One of those is going to be the option that you get more patterns with the Pro version. You also get access to higher resolution downloads and different PBR options, which we talk about in a minute. But just note that you can access this and bring a bunch of these materials in and edit them using the free version, but then you get access to even more with the Pro version. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pattern and say that I didn't like this propeller pattern that's being applied in here. Well, I can click in here and I can actually remove that pattern. And notice how when I do that, you can see that this is just using this concrete material right here. But say that I wanted to use one of these bonds in here, or one of these patterns. So let's say, for example, that we wanted the windmill pattern right here. Well, I can click on this and notice what that's going to do is that's actually going to apply that pattern to this material inside of Architectures. And so what that means is that we've basically used the base material to create a completely different material directly inside of SketchUp. Because now what we can do is we can click on the option for import in order to import that material into SketchUp. So now, let's say that I wanted to apply that to this face. I'm just going to select it, click right here, and apply it. And so it was literally that easy for me to create my own material directly inside of SketchUp. And so let's say we wanted to change this material. What we could do is we could come in here and we could adjust things like the size, right? So for example, I could say that this is going to have 8 rows and 8 columns like this, which is going to generate a larger image right here, or it's going to give you more tile information, I guess is probably a better way to look at that. But let's say we wanted to adjust the tint as well. So give it just a little bit of like a red or something like that. So maybe kind of a darker red like this. But if I click on OK, notice what that does is that adjusts the tint of the material. Well, now what I can do is I can click on the option for update. And so when I update that material, notice what that does is that actually comes in here and it adjusts the material directly inside of SketchUp. So it adjusts the linked material that's in here so that you don't have to come back in and create a new material and reapply it. So you can use this in order to really quickly generate your own materials based on those real world materials. So in addition, and I kind of wanted to focus on one of the pro features that's in here for just a second. If you get the pro version, this also gives you the ability to update or upload your own texture material. So I'm going to click on new texture right here, and I'm going to jump into my material settings. And in this case, I want to upload a new material. And so for me, this is really helpful because I have a ton of different material files from working with Blender. So I have a bunch of different like wood materials from a real world wood material texture program that I have. I have a ton of different files in here. Well, I can actually take this and upload it right here. So notice how I can take this texture file, upload it, and click on continue. And note that this is, I believe, a paid version, but then I can take that and I can actually create my own custom material with it, right? So I could do something simple like this none, or I could come in here and I could create a material that looks like it has, I could also use this to create like a texture, like a tiled texture or something like that. So I can make this into whatever kind of material that I want. But in this case, I'm just gonna click on none right here. We're going to click on the option for import, and then I can go take this material, which I've basically generated with Architextures, and I can apply it to the surfaces in here. Now, there are probably some things I would want to do with positioning this texture, obviously. So like, for example, I would probably want this to go in a direction that actually aligns with these wood posts, but then I could take that, sample this version, and apply it to the different wood pieces that are in here, like this. But then say that I didn't like the size of this material, I could come back in here to Architectures and I could bring this size up or down, right? So I could bring this down to like 48 inches and then click on update. Notice what that's going to do is that's going to reduce the size in here. You do want to be careful the way that your texture material actually tiles, but you can use that in order to reduce the size or the width of the textures that you put in here as well. And so you can also use this to edit and create different texture maps, like PBR maps. That's if you have the Pro version, but that basically gives you the ability when you edit a file to adjust things like the bump map, as well as the displacement, other things like that. Now, personally, I'm finding that it makes more sense to me to actually go to the web editor to do this. And so then on the Architectures web page, you can actually come in here and you can either adjust one of these materials that you already have. And so let's say I wanted to use this concrete materials right here. You can edit this and adjust it, but you can also use this to edit and adjust things like the bump map or the roughness map. And so you can actually scroll down and you can adjust things like these maps. So I can click on roughness to adjust that. And I apologize if you were hearing the storm outside. It usually doesn't storm in the mornings like this, but it looks like it's going to do that today. But notice how you can adjust those individual maps using this tool, and then you can download them using the download button, right? So in this case, right, I could download the texture as well as the bump or the normal, depending on which one you're going to use, and the roughness, and then load them into your rendering software. So if I was to download this, and I haven't figured out a way to download these as like a package, there doesn't seem to be an option for that, but you could bring the texture in, and you could also bring in the, let's go with the normal map and the roughness map. And then you can bring those into SketchUp. And actually the other thing you can do is you can click in here and you can save this, right? So we can save this material and then it'll actually show up in your materials list. Well, then all you have to do is jump back into Architectures in SketchUp. And so then you can actually click on your saved materials. And this is the one that we were just looking at. But then we can quickly import this material into SketchUp and apply it to a surface. But then you could also download those materials or download the material maps directly from the website and then bring those into something like a V-Ray or an Inkscape or something like that. All right, so I'm a massive fan of this tool. It really makes working with textures and materials inside of SketchUp a lot easier. You should definitely at least download and try the free version because it's going to give you access to a big library of different materials. But leave a comment below, let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.